Bianca, it is always such a pleasure to see your face. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. You have been so vulnerable and so candid with your own journey, with your own mental health. Was there a moment in time where you thought, wow, I've got to get good with my mental health, my relationship with myself to keep playing tennis at this level?
Yeah, I think it all started after my US Open win. Honestly, a lot happened after that with, people recognizing me a lot more than before, all the social media engagement, the good and the bad, injuries. And then I think the biggest thing was COVID, because after that, I didn't play for maybe it was over a year, just over a year. And so being away from the sport was really, really hard for me. And there was just so many ups and downs. But during that time, and then up until like the end of the 2021 season is when things started to get really bad. That's when I took my mental break. Basically that moment, I just wanted to quit because I didn't love the game anymore, and a lot of it was because I didn't love myself. And I started identifying myself to the wins, to the losses. I started reading negative comments, and those were getting into my head. I mean, I can go on all day about that, but yeah, it definitely hasn't been easy, but I am in a better place now.
Who helped you the most to kind of come out of some of those ebbs and flows?
My parents, for sure. Specifically my mom. She was my rock through it all. I was able to talk to her about anything and everything. Obviously, at first, I didn't really want to worry her too much because she tends to worry a lot. So I kept a lot of it to myself. But then, yeah, I got to a point where I couldn't, like, just hold it in. And I was lucky enough to have her by my side to be able to talk about it. And she would always say, it's okay not to be okay. And I really appreciated that, because I felt guilty for feeling the way that I was feeling. And I feel like a lot of people um, feel that way as well. I didn't want to accept the fact that I was feeling like this. I thought that I can just push through it. I mean, us athletes, we kind of learn to just push through things, whether it's mentally or physically, injury wise. So that was kind of my default.
Thank you again for taking some time off and working on yourself. It is such a courageous thing, and it's a very vulnerable thing. You get incredibly vulnerable in the WTA's Real Me series with modern health, and you say, you know what, I needed to take that break to really learn how to love myself. It's a little bit of an abstract, situation, or how do you love yourself? Like, what really helped you get back to a healthier relationship with yourself?
I um, did a lot of charity work. That was the main goal of mine, just to stay grounded, humble myself, and remember why I'm playing this sport, because I'm playing the sport for something much bigger than myself, which is the people that watch the sport, the kids that don't know if they want to pick up a tennis racket, or girls who um, think that girls can't play sports, for instance. And being back in that kind of environment really helped, for sure. And then I did a lot of different retreats, like meditation retreats, to kind of find myself as a human being and not as a tennis player.
How has working on your mental health gotten you to really like kind of a good starting point so that you do see results as just results and it's just one game and you can move on?
Yeah, so back when I wasn't feeling great, I would literally lock myself in my room for like a full day and not talk to anyone. And I would just cry and just say negative things about myself. Like it was just so bad. And now I formed a routine where um even if I lose, I'll still go out to dinner with my team like we normally would. Like, I wouldn't just lock myself in my room. I talk to my team, or my coach specifically, about the match. And things that I can improve, things that were amazing, just so that I don't get into my thoughts because that's so easy to do even now.
What version of yourself are Canadians going to watch this summer?
Oh, I love that question. Um, well, for me, I just want people to see me having fun on court. That's numero uno. Because I know if I'm having fun, then good results will come, and not even good results, but just feeling good on the court. I know my tennis will come back as well if I do that, and following my intuition, and obviously never giving up, having a good attitude, and yeah, those are the main things.
Thank you so much for being such a champion of mental health and just being so vulnerable. It is absolutely a pleasure to always chat with you, Bianca.
Thank you. I'm glad I was able to share a little bit, and I hope the WTA and Modern Health Real Me series can really showcase a little bit more.